Hello everyone, and it's 1392 here again with another review video. Today I will be doing Decepticon Blackwing. As you can see here, his picture looks awesome and menacing. All that fun stuff. Power of the Primes, Blackwing. He is a Decepticon, he is evil. Here's his little stat card. It'll, show up. He's It's a nice little piece of art. Another really good picture of him. I mean, look at that face. That face is awesome. Okay, well, no more stalling. Let's get to the actual figure. Well, first and foremost, well, once again, packed in robot mode. Well, let's go ahead and just take this thing off, because there's the hand. Yeah, there's the hand. Fold. There's his chest peg. That was my other gripe from my previous video. But here's his chest peg. Oh, look at that. It folds up, and there's his Decepticon symbol. Looks pretty good, actually. For whatever. His colorations are interesting. This very blue. It's like cobalt. Well, not cobalt because it's not dark. It's not super dark, but it ain't super light. It's like a limbo blue. I'm just going to call it that. It's limbo blue because it doesn't know what color it was. But we also have purple and teal. His coloration is really, really weird. I don't like this shade of blue, to be honest. I don't like it at all. I will say this, though. His wings are really cool for the robot mode. He's got your standard arms. Okay, he's kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. He's got his he's got elbow joints. It swivels. He's got a shoulder that kind of doesn't want to stay in place because of the hinge it's on, so it'll sometimes do that. That's a bit weird in my opinion, but it works. And I do love this because you can do the classic mount it on the thing. He has 4 places in robot mode to mount his guns, which I like. They're here down the side of his arm right here, and in the peg hole in his hand. That's pretty cool. His guns are pretty basic. He's got 2 of them. They're this gray plastic standard alien pistol thing. Yeah. Other than that, he's got some pretty good articulation. I mean, he's got this weird thing going on with his knee, though. I don't get out of that way, hand. I don't really like this. This is weird to me because it's just like it doesn't peg anywhere, so this is kind of rocks back and forth. It's not loose, but it's really weird to me. It's foreign. I guess that's something new they're doing. I don't know if the other aerial bots are like that. I hope not. He is also an arm or a leg, as you can see by this piece right here. It's probably why you want to keep that folded down and cover it up as much as possible using other freaking pieces. But he's cool. He's actually got some really good posability too, considering he is a brick. He has like some battle poses. I mean, he'll stand, sort of, if you do the... There you go. Readjust that. There you go. I have to do this at an angle. I don't have a table that stands at the right height I like, and I don't have... My tripod doesn't go any lower. I'm also filming this on my old phone. That's the only camera I got. But he's not bad. He's not really a bad figure. He's got some posability. He's got this about a similar... He's got like his leg pegs into this weird thing, so I guess it could slip out if I forced it, which I'm not going to. He's also on a ball joint as well. So he... Yeah, that's my other issue with these figures so far, is they don't peg together worth of crap. I mean, that's it. This little peg right here, is pegging into this little gap right here. That is keeping his foot together, and then this doesn't peg to anything. It just kind of dangles in there, but it's not loose. Here's his back, his jet mode parts, that, another peg hole for something. This doesn't peg into anything. And when you wiggle this around a bit, his head pops up. That's another issue. As I do like his robot mode. I really have to like his robot mode because his jet mode ain't much better. Now, my biggest pet peeve of this entire figure, and I hope you can see it really well. Well, here, we'll just bring it into the light. That right there, that thin little piece of plastic is all this is hinged on. That the head and neck skeleton piece is hinged on. That right there. So, if that breaks, he no longer has a head for this mode. And I've yet to understand what that's for. Oh, wait, no, I take that back. I know exactly what that's for. I'll get to that in a minute. So, yeah, that's his robot mode. It's kind of boring, I'm not going to lie. They're these kind of bricks. So, let's just get on to his next mode, his jet. Okay, buddy, we're back. Here's his jet mode. I mean, it's a good-looking jet mode. I mean, pretend play. Let's just look at it and admire it from the top. I'm just gonna say that right now because once we flip this thing, there's just no going back. He's got a teal cockpit. That's weird. And that's my other issue with this figure is they don't tab well. So here we go. Alright. They don't tab well. The wings do move still, exposing his hand. I think this is supposed to be kind of like a Tomcat. Oh, and these are made out of some kind of squishy plastic. This one's not, it's solid, but these are squishy. And, well, here we go. Here's his nice underside. There's his head from robot mode. It just kind of turns around and pegs in place. I mean, got this big cavity in there and it doesn't fit or hide. And you can't really have this down, so that's there. I mean, even if you sit here and have it down, you can't close this over it, so you have to keep that hidden. You can still peg his guns in to his arms. So really, you can leave his guns on while transforming them. You just got to turn them down. The only problem, another problem I've had is as I said, the reason his shoulder goes down the way it does is because due to jet mode. So now it's back in robot mode, and you just fold it down. Problem with that is they don't peg into anything. They're just here. The wings don't peg in. These right here don't peg into anything, so they're just loose to flop around when you move him. So, best thing for him is to just transform him and leave him sitting somewhere. You can leave him in jet mode. Oh, one thing from robot mode I forgot to point out. He has no ankle tilt whatsoever. They're permanently at this weird angle. I don't know why. It's super weird. But yeah, there's that. There's that mode. And then this right here sadly pegs onto the back of it. Like it just pegs right here into this little thing. If it will go in. Which it doesn't go in all the way. That's perfect. And there you go. Fold them down slightly. Fold them up. First thing that comes to mind, if I remember what these things are called, Power Masters, I think is what they were called. He has a brother jet, or twin jet, whatever you want to call it. Pretty much, you peg these things into the back end of their jet modes, and it looked like they had, like, superchargers sticking out of the back of their jet modes. That's what they looked like. I mean, it worked when they hooked to the front end of the vehicles in vehicle mode, which kind of worked with that car, but yeah, there's that. It's reminiscent of the power thing, and as I was saying before, I'll explain that little peg. He's got an arm and a leg mode like the other one. He's part of a combiner, as you could, clearly see that little thing there. And here's the thing to make Dreadwing. I guess it's some super jet. I never understood what it was called, but basically you fold his front end up and over and push that peg out, and then it pegs into his brother jet's back end, and you make Dreadwing. Ooh, scary. I kind of want Dreadwing just to have another aerial bought arm piece, but I don't know if I want to pay another 16 bucks for him or go hunting for him. For some reason, these things are super expensive online. They're like 20 bucks. They're a pain in the butt, but whatever. And I saved my worst gripe on this thing for last. Other than, this being a flying brick, which, since it is supposed to be an arm or a leg, I can't really gripe too much about it. I'll probably do those in separate videos with Moonracer and him, showing off their arm and leg modes at the same time. I just don't have a core combiner to hook them to, so, forgive me if I don't do that sooner. Well, and here's the piece de resistance. The biggest piece of crap I've ever come across. His hand for the big bot mode, or his Pimp Panda Doom. Because of his articulation, which I should have showed in robot mode, which I didn't, sorry about that, it fits on there perfectly. You can fold this over it, but he cannot use this as a shield like she can. It works better on his chest. But, as you can tell, my gripe with it is, it looks unfinished. It looks like a prototype piece in this solid, one weird off-color blue. It's like a prototype, as I said. If you look at Moonracers, which... Come here. Give it. If you look at Moonracers, hers is reminiscent of her colors. Her teal, her white, even the clear plastic that goes on her hands. Or not hands, the clear plastic that makes up her cockpit, her chest plate, and weirdly enough, her ball-jointed arms. Yeah, I noticed that looking at it after I did that video. She has clear plastic for ball joint pieces. And what I mean those little ball joints right there is clear plastic on her. That was stupid, because clear plastic likes to break. But I can't mess with him too much, because that neck piece is on a thin piece of plastic that will break. But yeah, that's my gripe between these two. I mean, this one's so much better. I mean, there's so much detail with it. This one looks like I need to go buy some paint and repaint this son of a gun. I mean, yeah, most of his chest is blue, and it sticks to it, and it looks good for his chest. But to be honest, I hate this blue. To be perfect. Hey, it's a rocket ship. Yay. Fly away, you piece of crap into space. Basically, I would want to go grab some purple paint and paint this. And all this blue on him, I'd want to paint it purple, just so it shows up more. Which means main body of this would be purple, teal, purple and teal, and maybe a gray or silver. Probably this would be silver if I go to repaint it. I probably will end up repainting this sorry sack of crap. And that comes out too like the other one. I just can't get this SOB out because it doesn't want to come out. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say about him. I'm very disappointed in this jet, but I'll show you his arm and foot mode when I get a chance. I'm not going to be able to combine them with a big one because I don't have a core combiner. I don't think I'll have one by that point because they're like $25 for them, and I don't know if that's well worth it. So, like and subscribe. Check me out. Check out some more of my videos. Hope you like them. I don't know if he's worth 16 bucks. Buy at your own risk, I guess, if you want some aerial bots for your aerial cons or whatever. So, peace out, guys.